There are many ways you can combat hearing fatigue, and it is a real thing, and I'm going to talk about it in today's video. My name is Emily. I've been wearing hearing aids since I was 4 months old, and believe me, I know a lot about hearing fatigue. Hearing fatigue is exhaustion that someone gets when they are trying to understand what's going on in the world around them. As a hard of hearing person, we have a hard time hearing. And so a lot of people confuse hearing with understanding. It's one thing to hear something. I hear so much, almost everything it feels like with my hearing aids, but that amplified sound has to go to my brain, and my brain has to make sense of it. Most hearing people do this subconsciously, but for me as a hard of hearing person, I have to do it a lot more consciously. It's like filling in the blanks all the time, like autofill or Mad Libs. It's insane, and it can be insanely exhausting. So here we go. Let's talk about some ways to combat hearing fatigue. Okay, the first point is proper fitting hearing devices. What is your hearing loss? What is it rated as? So there's normal, mild, moderate, severe, profound. There are different levels of hearing loss. The first question is, are you wearing the right hearing device for your hearing loss? If you're feeling tired all the time and your provider has told you you're in the right hearing aids, you may want to go visit a licensed audiologist and have a second opinion. Run a hearing test and get in a hearing device that is more than comfortably fitting for your hearing threshold. I have seen a lot of people with moderate to severe to profound losses in receiver in the canal hearing aids. This means that they have a little receiver in the canal with a wire and a smaller behind the ear part. The simple fact is the receiver in the canal model is harder to see, but sometimes relatively it just doesn't have as much power as a BTE model could have. I was in a receiver in the canal pair of hearing aids forever, and my audiologist never questioned it because they just thought that I knew that I was in a receiver in the canal. Like, how crazy is that? So I finally went to a BTE and found that understanding was just easier because the hearing aid was bigger and better powered for my moderate to severe hearing loss. So that's number one. Make sure you're in the right pair of hearing aids. If the hearing aids are doing more work for you, that's less work your brain has to do to process and understand. Number two, volume. Now, this is kind of the opposite thing. Do you feel like your hearing aids are giving you too much volume? Do you need some tuning, some fine tuning going on? Because again, if you feel like you're being overloaded with sound, you need to talk to your audiologist about that. Have your hearing aids tuned again to your loss. Realize that a lot of people just put their hearing aids in and expect them to work. No, once you get hearing aids, it takes about 6 weeks to get used to them, and it takes about 4 visits to and from the audiologist to finally get them tuned properly. Hearing aids are smart devices, but they are not a one-size-fits-all, and certainly not straight out of the box. 3, are you aware of your hearing aids' noise reduction options? Some have features, some have different programs that you can tune into. If you're not aware of these or the capabilities that your hearing aid has to reduce noise on its own, ask your audiologist about them. Learn about them, use them, find out if you like them. Try them in different environments. You know, when we're hard of hearing, usually it doesn't get better, and there's not a cure for hearing loss yet. And so take the initiative to figure out what works for you. Number 4 is taking breaks. I feel like this is the one that I hear about most often. People just take breaks. Sometimes that means you take your hearing aids out. Sometimes that means you take a nap. Sometimes that means you opt out of a social gathering because you're just tired. And that's okay. If you're gonna be tired and it's not you, take the break. Number 5 is sleep. Getting good sleep. How old are you? Go Google sleep recommendations for insert your age, because you might be surprised. Maybe you're getting too much or too little sleep. The right amount of sleep every night rejuvenates your body. I have to say, I think that sleep is one of the most underappreciated, rejuvenating things that we can do for our body. So make sure you're getting the right amount of sleep. Item number 6 is nutrition. I have to be honest, this is the one that I have been working the most on lately. I felt like I was tired all the time. Granted, I wasn't getting good sleep, but I decided I feel like I should go talk to a nutritionist. Not just a dietitian, but a nutritionist. And I did. I found out that yes, I indeed was struggling with my weight, and in order to get it up, I needed to eat more protein in my diet. So this accountability with meeting a nutritionist has helped me make sure I'm getting enough protein in my diet throughout the day to sustain the energy levels that I need to function and enjoy life. And let me tell you, it has made the world of a difference. I can feel that energy. I can tell when I eat those things that are right for my body. So if you're really feeling tired and you haven't thought or even considered meeting with a nutritionist, it's worth it. Okay, number 7 is body care. So I didn't really know how to phrase this, but body care. And so what I mean by this is I wear glasses and contacts. And on days that I'm really tired, sometimes I try to put my contacts in and it makes my eyes really itchy because my eyes are tired and dry and they just want to stay shut. I've learned that on those days, if I wear my glasses, my eyes don't get itchy, I don't itch them, and I feel all around better. So body care when I'm feeling exhausted, whether it's hearing fatigue or physically exhausted that makes it harder to hear, wearing glasses is just better for me. So on those days that you're feeling exhausted, think, what is my body telling me? And make sure you give that to your body, because those inklings and those feelings are your body telling you that something's not right. And as you address those needs, you will notice the energy will come back into your life. Last but not least is a social life balance. I am an extrovert. I thrive when I am around people. Sometimes when I've had an exhausting day and I'm done with hearing fatigue and I just think that I'm done and I don't want to go to a social event I have scheduled for that night, I, depending on the scenario, will make myself go because I'm an extrovert, and more often than not, I come back fueled with the fact that I just interacted with people. People are my fuel. Now, if you're an introvert and you're like, Emily, that's totally not me, well then it's social life balance. What works for you? Figure that out. But all I have to say is when you're feeling hearing fatigue and you're feeling exhausted, don't deny yourself and your body of the things that you need to feel energized and happy and healthy again. How do you overcome hearing fatigue? I would love to hear in the comments below. Please don't hesitate to share. If you got something out of this video, don't forget to like it. Show me that you like it. Thanks so much. Stay strong, stay amazing, and have a great day.